There's a word I love in Japanese. This word encapsulates one of my favorite things about the fall. What is this word? It's none other than Momijigari, and you're about to see why it's so special. It's fall in Japan. We are going to see some amazing foliage and have an awesome retreat to the mountains near Mount Fuji. Here we go. Get ready for a fall adventure like no other on Life in Japan. If you're a fan of Life in Japan, then you know we love the area around Mount Fuji, particularly Lake Yamanaka. I drove up here when it was getting dark last night, so I could see that there's foliage, and Mount Fuji was perfectly clear, got a great shot of it. I'm looking forward today to getting around and seeing what it actually looks like. Hopefully the weather doesn't cloud in too much, but at least I got a good view of Fuji this morning. Lake Yamanaka is the perfect home base for what the Japanese called Momijigari. And before I even head off in search of the perfect Japanese fall scenes, I take in the sights and sounds of the cabin I'm staying in. I've been out to Yamanaka a lot, but never at the peak of fall, so this is really cool. First of all, look at this place where I'm staying. Got a piano set up right here with just the most beautiful view of Fuji, a nice big place up here. And this is the top half of the cabin. We've often had our Thanksgiving dinners here because you can have a lot of people in here. Kids can play up here. But man, it's special just to have this place all to myself. And during this beautiful fall, oh my goodness. With an elevation of around 1,000 meters or 3,280 feet, this area has a climate similar to the northern island of Hokkaido. The fall here arrives several weeks earlier than it does in Tokyo, even though it's less than 2 hours away by car. And as you will soon see, the fall scenes here really can't be topped. It's the perfect place for Momijigari, hunting for fall foliage. Well, this is just crazy beautiful here right now. I love it. 5 famous lakes sit at the base of Mount Fuji, Lake Yamanaka being the one furthest to the south. But now I'm heading north to Lake Kawaguchi, an area famous for its autumn foliage. Along the way, I see promising signs that I am at the right place, at the right time, with the right weather. Right away, I found the types of places that only exist on postcards and in the movies, except I was there in real life. Well, not surprising, we found an amazing place here with a waterfall coming up. Ooh, and it's nice. Here we go. This is Kanayama no Taki waterfall. That was well worth a little visit. And now on to more things. Here we go. What beautiful, beautiful foliage there is here. Just perfect, just right. I love it. As clouds began to build up behind Mount Fuji, I left once again for Kawaguchi and its famous Momiji corridor. I felt like I had already scored a big win when it came to the autumn foliage hunt around Fuji, and as I would soon see, it was only the beginning. Some of these trees aren't quite ready yet, actually. They're still kind of green. I'm surprised. You can come back in a couple weeks, it'll look great. But the juxtaposition of the colors really made for fantastic scenes throughout Kawaguchi. Inspired by the sights around Kawaguchi, I decided to head further around the lake to see what I would find. The drive itself would inspire me to do something I hadn't ever done before. If you keep following the road around Lake Kawaguchi, you will come to a fork in the road where you can head up to see nearby Saiko Lake. And as I headed that way, I got an idea. What if I went to see all 5 of the famous lakes around Fuji here at the height of fall, all on the same day? Saiko Lake was a sight to behold, and from this angle, the details on Fuji start to change. Soon, I was headed through the Aokigahara Forest, a dense forest on top of an old lava flow. Its name literally means Blue Tree Meadow, but is also known as the Sea of Trees. It's a beautiful forest with a sad history, as you can learn if you look it up online, but today, it's nothing but gorgeous as I make my way to Lake Ryoji. Well, so far today I've had views from 4 of the lakes around Mount Fuji. There's 5 lakes around it, but it's getting rainy on this side of things. But the amazing thing is Fuji remains clear even though it's raining around here. The weather is quite spectacular here today. Really, really crazy. The weather was about to get crazy for sure, as a storm was building that would set a record that hadn't been matched in the last 100 years. But I was on my way to the last lake, Lake Motosu, where I would be bested by the weather. Well, from here you just can't see Fuji. Too many clouds in the way, and it even looks like it's clear around Fuji. It's just cloudy right above us. As the wind picked up, I knew it was time to head back to the cabin. Getting back would not be a short drive, and I was hoping the weather on the other side of things wouldn't be rainy just yet. Dude. How about this? Piano here, hot coffee here, little chair here. Oh man, doesn't beat this right here. Wow. It appears as if there might be a fire over there. Is a helicopter is dumping water or something? My goodness, I hope it's not bad. And it's on such an incredibly windy day. At least it's supposed to rain here tonight. And rain it most certainly would. But before the rain came, I ran out for a quick trip to one of my favorite spots along Yamanaka-ko. A spot famous for its view of Fuji and the lake. This is just incredible out today. Windy, so moody with the clouds moving in, but you can still see Fuji. Wow, what a fall here. From there, I cruised down the hill to check out the fall scenes on this side of the lake. The wind had really picked up by now. You could tell a big storm was brewing. This is really cool and windy. I dare say this is one of the most underrated parts of Yamanaka-ko are all these maple trees you can walk through, and they're all lit up at night during the fall. They're amazing. I was glad I stopped to see the Autumn Leaves Festival along Yamanaka-ko, because that night a storm was coming that would change how everything looked. I tell you what, it's a good thing I got out to see all the koyo, all the fall leaves yesterday, because the storm of the century moved in last night and it's still raging out there. Holy cow, the wind, the rain. Verse of the day today. I have told you these things so that in me, this is Jesus talking, so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world.
As if on cue, the storm moved through and left in its wake summer-like weather. Weather so warm, not only would it break a 100-year record, but it changed the view in a pretty significant way, as I would see when I went out for a bike ride around Lake Yamanaka.
This is absolutely crazy. The storm was such a big storm and a warm storm that it knocked all the snow off Fuji. And today it is warm. It feels like summer up here. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. Like, what is that all about? This is unique.
And with that, I was ready for a very unique ride around the lake. It's over 13K around the lake, that's over 8 miles for the metric compared, but it wasn't until I got to the other side of the lake that I really saw the damage the storm did. What was up in the trees yesterday was now all down on the ground. I had to be extra careful riding through all this mess.
Well, this is crazy. This weather is so warm. I feel perfectly comfortable in shorts and t-shirts, yet most of the leaves have fallen off the trees and Mount Fuji has no snow on it. It's like confusing. What season is it supposed to be today? I don't know. Well, riding a bike all the way around Yamanaka, I've done it before, but never with my own e-bike. And today is perfect weather. Got to fly the drone a little bit. Hope you enjoy that footage. And wow, what a great way to enjoy this day.
I came up here on a hunt. Yes, I wanted to see epic Japanese fall scenes, and I was blessed to see that and then some. But more than that, I'm on a hunt to live a healthy life physically, emotionally, and spiritually. A life like that doesn't just happen, it has to be pursued. I'm still learning what it means to live in a healthy way, but I can already tell you that when you are living right, there is a bounce in your step and fuel in your tank. Each day dawns with expectations, not of bad news, because the world is full of it, but expectations of good things, the very good things that God stores up for those who love Him.
What an absolutely gorgeous morning. Now it's back cold again. It feels it's below 10 degrees Celsius. Mount Fuji looks bald without any snow on it. It's just so crazy that it had snow and there's no snow. I'm actually on a very special mission this morning. Yesterday the weather was so bad I went through all my instant coffee so that I wouldn't have to go out in that terrible weather, which means this morning I'm out of coffee. So I'm going to the local Family Mart to get me some coffee. A bus just pulled up. I better get there before they do. Got my coffees. Verse of the day, here we go. 1 John 4:7. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. In fact, in a different place it says God is love. So there's no way to really love somebody unless you know God. Think about that one.
After enjoying my last couple of moments in the cabin, it was time to descend back into normal life. I find that a couple days up here can do wonders to clear my mind and the soul, bringing back a certain joy in life that is far too easy to lose if you're not careful. Now my big question is this: how can I live like this every day? I'll be chewing on that one as I drive. For now, I hope you enjoy one last spontaneous song on the piano and a fall drive through Japan.